Carlsen is in a very bad shape, it seems, in this position. Fedoseev is at serious risk with the white pieces, as well as Swidler against Savchenko. It still looks like a very good chance for Savchenko to win this one. Okay, so, well, few more moves followed. King G1, a check from B1. King G2, a check from E4. King back to G1. So what's the point here? Don't really understand. So if the pawn takes, simply? If the pawn takes, what's the trick? What's the trick? I don't see a trick.
I don't think there is any trick.
Don't see a trick. Grischuk is down to 20 seconds. He takes on G3. He takes on G3. I no longer see any trick from Magnus. He has lost this one. What can I say? The moment where everyone thought that finally Magnus managed to climb on his board, won the, being the leader of the tournament, and then he slowed down quite a bit. He made 2 draws. Well, he started this day very nicely, right? I mean, winning 2 in a row with the black pieces.
Yeah, and then
he
2
made
draws.
2 draws, and now I think he's on the verge of losing. I mean, he's the whole rook down, and I don't really see what he can do here. He's looking obviously for one last trick, or well, H4, a check from B1. So 2 more checks quickly from Grischuk. The game is not over. H4, H5, this is what Carlsen wants. The key line is of course this one, so that if black takes on H4, then it's King G3, and it's still tricky, right? Queen B1 check, Knight takes H4 check played, King goes to G3, King takes on G3, so that's what happens here. Check here, check, King G3. The fact is that, now the threat of Queen F7 is the real threat. Now a threat of Queen F7 is the real threat. So we might have the endgame, it looks. I mean, is Queen F5 a move here? Because if it is...
Queen F5?
Yeah, Queen F5.
Queen H6.
Well, I forgot about one more threat. So there isn't such thing... Queen G6 is an option. Queen G6 is an option, and after this check to go Rook G7, keeping in mind this fork. Now Grischuk went with the checks. Maybe it was too early when I said Magnus Carlsen has lost. Maybe it was too early. A check. King to G4, a check from E4, King to H5. The game is still on, but now Queen G6. Now with Queen G6, Alexander Grischuk can swap the queens. Queen G6, King goes to H4, Queen takes F6. Bishop takes F6, and now King G6, and the B pawn is alive, and this should be completely winning for black. We still, of course, will follow the game till the very end. Meanwhile, I can say that Fedoseev is completely winning, and how many points he has? Fedoseev has
9.5 right now, and he won?
Yeah, Fedoseev
So
has
that
won
means
already.
10.5.
10.5. So
Tied
he
from first.
tied for first. Fedoseev is tied for first. He has lost
Nepomniachtchi won as well.
Nepomniachtchi won as well. So once again, it will be a huge tie with 10.5 points, right? Seems that nobody's gonna score 11. Right, so Magnus is running with his king. So King G4, B5. B5, A takes. King to F4, and now Rook E8, I guess. I'll just play Rook E8. Rook E8, cutting the king. The B pawn will continue moving. Bishop to C3. Magnus tries to stop the pawn. Is it tricky still?
Rook C8?
Yeah, this is what I don't understand. Rook C8, and then this pawn is moving, right?
No. Too much.
Should be should be more or less easy. Rook c8, bishop back to f6. Or maybe still not. Maybe still not. It's like b4, king takes, b3, king goes here, right? Or
D2.
d2, it's rook c2, so I thought maybe like that. If Magnus will escape, you know, it will be really, really impressive. Well, Swidler is still fighting against Boris Savchenko. Swidler is still fighting against Boris Savchenko. Well, I think objectively his position has to be lost. So a lot of results on the higher boards. Only Vishy Anand made draw, and then Fedoseev has won, Dipumchi has won. Swidler, well, maybe he will escape, but it's a really, really tough position.
So far, we have 5 people
5 people tied
cheering
for the first already.
including Carlsen.
Okay, rook c5, king. Well, he has taken king f3, b4, e4, rook goes to d1. And what has happened? Once again, I'm losing the track of the positions. What was the move over here? Takes, king f, or this maybe, this, b4, e4, and rook to e1. So the king is still cut. The king is still cut. Well, to be honest, I don't really see a chance for Magnus because this pawn is moving. This pawn is moving forward. It looks like it's not much you can do. Well, Swidler might escape. I mean, now looking at his position against and it's all over.
Carlsen resigned.
Grischuk wins his last game with black. Well, very, very disappointed, of course. Magnus Carlsen is. It was that close. It was that close for him. He finishes with how many? With 10 points.
Yeah.
Well, with 10 and a half, we will have a